Alright guys, welcome back to yet another Star Wars action figure review, and today is going to be a this video is going to be a massive Power of the Force 2 collection update. Alright, let's jump right into things. First, we're going to take a look at each of the packaging is, here's 4 LOMs, it's got a nice kind of holographic card, $2.50. There's a little picture and some bio, other figures in the line. Blah, 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 blah. Next up is one I was very happy to get. Dash Rendar. The carded version. As you know, I have a loose one. And so I was very happy to get this one also. This one came from Walmart and was $5 or $4.76. There's a nice picture and a bio. I'm more than welcome to pause that and read it. I'll kind of zoom in on this section and then pause that. There. Apparently this has had a price tag on it 3 or 4 times now. So some other figures in the line. Sorry, they're trying to fall over. Here's Vader, carded version, which you also know I got a loose one. This came from KB Toys, which actually went out of business several years ago for only $7, but they still sold it for $5, and it retails now for $20. Nice picture and bio. Luke Skywalker and Dagobah fatigues with lightsaber and blaster pistol. Retail $13. I got it for $4. Nice picture with a puppet Yoda puppet. Blah. That same picture, bio, and all your other usual stuff. And that lightsaber, which I actually have. Believe it or not, that kid looks very pleased with himself. Someone's also had a price tag on it 3 times. My arm is starting to hurt. Just, by the way. Princess Leia Organa with laser. It's in parentheses because, pistol and assault rifle. Retails for $15. I got it for $4. Once again, a biography. You shall read it. I'm forcing you to. Not really. Slightly different setup than the other one. This is the Power of the Force. This is kind of a different one. Bespin Luke Skywalker with lightsaber and blaster pistol with detachable hand. This is one where it came with a scene from the movie in like a slide thing. It's the Kenner collection, and on the back it's got kind of a different setup. Special offer for Star Wars fans that I wanted to get but don't have the money for. I was at first not gonna open it and save it on the card, but that didn't happen. And lastly, Dengar with a blaster rifle. Someone's taken the thing off of that. Probably came from KB Toys as well. So yeah, now we get to review the figures themselves. I'm going to start out here with 4 LOM, or 4 LOM. Actually, pretty nice detailing, I might add. He's got the rust all over him. He does resemble 3PO. Actually, the legs are the same as they are on 3PO. They're just cast in a different plastic. But he's got all this rust and dirt all over him. He looks all gritty and whatnot. and the weapons that it... And first, there. Just look at the head sculpt. That's actually really good. Really nice. Real nice. Comes with the large blaster rifle and what appears to be a bowcaster without the thing that makes it a bowcaster, the bow, so to speak. So yeah. Would I recommend this particular figure? Definitely. It's for LOM. I don't know why I keep on saying for LOM, but he's definitely worth picking up. At least in my opinion. He's one of the few figures that does not have a crazy stance. Next is Dash Rendar, which we've already seen, but I got another one. And here's why. He has the paint is slightly different on the head. And what is really neat is he comes with his weapons pack. And it's got like he's carrying this kind of sniper rifle. And it's on different articulated points. It moves here, here, and here. So maybe it's like an aimbot, if you will. If any gamers out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Or maybe it's just a robotic arm that helps him carry it with one hand, or helps him carry it for long distances, which is a pretty neat idea. Then he has a really cool blaster pistol, which I have not seen on any other toy before. Let me take it out of your hand. Really neat. Nicely detailed as well. Casting my shadow on and off of it. I need to start reviewing like that to the side, apparently. Would I recommend this figure? If you're a fan of Shadows of the Empire and the franchise, yes. It is actually a very, very great figure. At least in my opinion, and it's kind of like an alternative version of Han Solo. I believe I explained that in my last video. Alright, Vader, I've already reviewed him, but gonna take a look at him again anyway. If you haven't watched my other video. Really nice sculpt and detail. You can take the cape off, but this one's proper because he has his lightsaber. Still looks like he's on steroids, and he's just injected every cell in his body with them. Also, his lightsaber is slightly warped, so it looks more like a bent stick, so... While his lightsaber's in for repairs, he'll just run around beating people with this in the meantime. Also, this foot, one of his feet is slightly warped, meaning he can't stand entirely straight. Oh, hey, what do you know? He does stand fine. So actually, he's nice and shiny. I really like this figure a lot. Again, would I recommend you get him? Yes and no. He's great for posability, and just, if you want to have a Power of the Force 2 collection and complete it, then get it. If you could get a better one, I would say so, to get a better one. Next one is Luke and his Dagobah fatigues. You can just see the stance. Like, he's about to fall. Well, he did fall. But he's got, like, these gorilla arms, and he's looking up, which is a bit strange. But he's got the nice body. He's kind of got some mud in his hair, just a little, and on his shirt there and all over his pants. He comes with a blaster pistol and a lightsaber. But you can finally do this. I finally have the right Luke to do this with. Because his body's a bit thinner, and it's easier to strap this onto him. Come on. Raise your arm up. Fit the gun through there. I'm gonna take your gun out of your hand. You don't deserve it. You're a bad boy. There you go. Now you can look all proper and happy. I think I should take Yoda out first. that makes things a little bit easier. Oh, I give up. Right. Just go stand over there and look like a dork. But hey, it'll at least have the right look for it. Next is one of the most ridiculous figures I have. This is supposed to be Leia. Is anything wrong with this picture? Just so many things wrong with this. I mean, the weapons she comes with are cool. She just can't hold them. But that is not Carrie Fisher. And you can take off her cape and that. And it's like you can see her abs poking through her shirt. It's ridiculous, but hey, at least she has clothes on, unlike the slave Leia. But I would actually recommend getting this figure, just because even though it looks weird, it's actually not a bad figure as far as standards go. The articulation is smooth, and she stands well. And I would also recommend getting the Luke, because I would recommend all of these. Just going to go ahead and say that. Sorry if I'm kind of rushing through. As you notice, I'm about 11 minutes, 42 seconds in the video, which means I'm running low on time. Next is the Battle of Bespin Luke, if you will. This is actually a really good figure, and here's why. The detailing. If you'll notice, he's got his pockets unbuttoned here. He's kind of got this little bit of a wash all over him. His face looks a bit surprised and unpleasant. The boots are a little bit dirty. And you can also do this. Swivel wrists. This is the first time that was available on a figure. Well, where he's supposed to do that. My hand! You are not my daddy. Let's put that back on there. Show you the other thing he came with. It's this little, kind of freeze frame thing. I sadly don't have a light or projector. Do I have a flashlight in here? I do. There, you can kind of see it in the light. So it's kind of neat. And on the back it's got the same picture, just a different angle. It's made in China too. Right. And lastly, I'm going to take a look at Dengar. This figure is an overall improvement of the original as far as detailing goes. He is in a beautifully done wash, and he's got kind of these little buttons around his head, but the face is a bit scarred and looks a bit glum. He has his large rifle and is kind of a stormtrooper-esque blaster. It looks like a modified one, or a predecessor. But it's hard to explain, but he's made it out of a soft rubbery plastic. Like it just smells like it. I know that sounds strange. Also, he doesn't have his backpack, which is the downside of this. But he just has that kind of a rubbery smell to him. But overall, the detailing is great, and it actually highly suggests that you pick him up. Mainly because Dengar is one of those characters that at first was just seen as as just a random character that was not important at all. But actually, he was. There's one more figure I have to show you. Grand Moff Tarkin. This was the first time that he was available. This has never before offered in any Kenner collection. Collection 3. It says Grand Moff Tarkin with Imperial issue blaster rifle and pistol. There's a nice picture of him on the back next to Vader. But the figure itself is actually very impressive. For the first time, they got it right. For the most part. The head sculpt is looks a lot like Peter Cushing, in my opinion. He's in the Imperial Officer uniform. He's got a kind of a strange pistol and a Stormtrooper blaster rifle. But really, the detailing that went into this figure is pretty phenomenal. Even the pants and the boots show nice shiny black plastic or paint. And like I said, you couldn't get him until this collection. So this is definitely a very hard to find figure. Especially, like I said, since they didn't make him back in the 80s, which a lot of people were disappointed about. But he is a very nice addition to your Imperial Forces. Now, I know this review has been quick because I have been short on time with so many figures, and I'm actually running over my 10-minute limit, or 12-minute. I typically try to keep it there. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm sorry I jumped from figure to figure and didn't go into a lot of depth and detail. But when you have a lot to review, you can only do so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.